Hello folks, Scott with Dallas Paint Correction and Auto Detailing here in Dallas, Texas. I want to do a review about a product that was sent to me. This is actually called Oil Eater, Cleaner and Degreaser, Hungry to Clean. It's got a little ant crawling on it. The company themselves didn't send this to me, but a company that represents the company, sells their products, sent this to me and wanted me to do a review. So I was grateful for that, so I'm going to do it for them and just be transparent and tell you what I think. I'm sorry if it's a little windy. Hopefully the camera's not picking up the wind, but I'll go in there and clean a very hammered rubber floor mat from a junkyard. I had one yesterday. I used the aerosol on super clean, but I'll do it with this product and see how it works. I will say this, as I read the back of this product, it's dilutable, which is great. 1:1, 1:3, or 1:20. Now, there's an interesting claim. This is alkaline based. It has a little disclaimer here that says if you do it to spot treat any type of stains on a carpet, you have to make sure that you use 1 part white vinegar to 4 parts water to be able to pick up the residue from this cleaner on carpets. I don't really know what that means. Obviously, there are some type of alkaline-based cleaners that can leave a residue on the carpet, and the carpet can get a little crunchy or whatever. Maybe that's what they're talking about. So I don't know ultimately how versatile it is because of that concern with having to then have an extra step of cleaning carpets using white vinegar and water to kind of pick up the residue. I'm not saying that means it's not a winner for me. I just don't like the idea that I have to have an extra step if I use it on carpet, so I just wanted to be transparent and talk about that. But let me go in here and clean this thing and see how it works. I'm going to use, I had a guy yesterday ask me about this brush that I like. Maybe I didn't say it clearly. Sometimes my New York accent and I talk a little too fast. I apologize. This is made by Tough and Shine. It's a tire brush, but I like using it on rubber floor mats. I like the handle on it, but it's made by Tough and Shine. You can get it on Amazon. You should get it from Auto Geek. There's a bunch of different companies that sell it. This thing only cost about, I think, less than $5. It just really makes sense in my world, so I wanted to pass that on to you guys. So let me go in here and spray this thing and see what happens. We'll get it. I'm using it straight, obviously. I'm not diluting the product. Hopefully the wind isn't bothering you guys. It is a liquid, it is a fluid. So as I spray this, I'll spray it on the mat. Make sure I get enough on there. This is a pretty hammered mat. And let's see what this thing can do. All right, I'm gonna go in there and agitate with my brush. One thing I'm noticing right away, I probably should have gloves, right? This is silly. I don't really smell a strong odor with it, although I'm outside, so there's a breeze, but I can smell something. It seems like it's cutting through that grease and grime, but a lot of that grease is still sitting on the surface, so I'm not sure until I rinse it off. Let me get in here, make sure I'm thorough. If you watched my video yesterday about the Super Clean aerosol can, I almost feel like, and this is why I like the aerosol, I feel like I'm losing some fluid on these flat surfaces, so I want to hit it again. And that kind of drives home the point I was making in yesterday's video, that sometimes I feel like I don't use enough product. I don't know if that kind of makes sense in your world, but it does to me. I'll go in here, keep agitating. Let me rinse off and see what happens. Blowing my brush down the driveway. Now, to be completely honest, it didn't get everything off the mat in that one shot, but that can happen a lot. A lot of this stuff here, if I run my finger over it, this is like road tar or road paint that's transferred onto the mat. Besides that, I think it did a really nice job of cleaning that mat, although when I was scrubbing it, it didn't seem like it was going to have any cutting power. Let me just get this stuff off the mat, and let me just try something. A lot of people ask me, Scott, why don't you try a cleaner that you like? I happen to like Super Clean. So I'm going to try using Super Clean over it and see if I get better results. Let's see if Super Clean pulls any more off the mat. If not, I think that's a great product. Again, I just don't like the idea it's got that disclaimer when you use it around carpets. To be honest, I don't know why. I've got a great subscriber by the name of Trent who's really good at breaking these chemicals down. Maybe he can tell me. All right, let me go in with Super Clean and see if I can pull any more grease and grime off it. Again, this Super Clean is diluted 4:1. That's 4 parts water, 1 part product. I'll just get in there, spray over it, and let me see if I can pull any more stuff off there. I'll rinse this brush off so I'm not cross-contaminating. All right. All right, let me rinse off the Super Clean. I think, to be completely honest and transparent, the mat has got some tar or paint marks on it that's not going to come off. I'm going to have to use a different cleaner to get that off. My Citral will take the road tar right off it. But as far as the oil eater cutting through the grease and grime, it did a really nice job. I saw a little bit where Super Clean picked up a little bit more, but it's not going to make or break your world. Again, I don't know where you get this stuff, the oil eater. This stuff here, I've heard about it, really hasn't been on my radar, but I think here locally in Texas, you can find it at Tractor Supply, and I think it's like $3 or $4 for this 32-ounce container. I think it works great. I think it looks great on that floor mat. Again, the only issue I have is I don't want to have to clean up after the residue on carpets. But that's my little review on Oil Eater Hungry to Clean, cleaner and degreaser, and it is dilutable. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Love one another.